How does it feel to be back in your old house, hmm?
You know, when I left here for Tidewater, I never thought I'd be back.
Here you are. Let's do ourselves a favor and turn the lights on before we trip over something. What's wrong?
Someone's been here. Someone broke into my house. Stay there.
Arthur, don't be coy. Tell me that you'll meet me for a drink. Good. Marvelous. The country club. What are you saying, about a half an hour? Marvelous. Bye. All set.
Seem pretty chummy with this Vandenberg guy.
Oh, we get along pretty well, all things considered.
Well, good. That way it should be pretty easy for you to get him to talk about the Lord Trust Fund.
Don't get your hopes up, all right? Arthur may not know whether this key that Todd has anything to do with the trust fund, this key his father gave him, so... And also, even if he does know, he may not tell me. He's already teased me about being so nosy.
Dorian, a lot is riding on this. Do whatever it takes, understood?
Do whatever it takes to get what?
I still can't believe that Sloan Carpenter bullied Liz McNamara like that. I mean, here we'd already voted. Of course, we had to vote for Andrew to resign as rector of St. James because he'd had that affair with Marty Saybrook. But then Liz, she just backed right down.
You don't really care about all this, do you?
Of course I do, darling. I'm a lady of the vestry.
Oh, Alex, the only reason you got involved in this mess was to getting good with those society dames.
Asa, you don't really think I'm that manipulative, do you?
Alex, I know you want to change your image. But I don't think this town is ready for you to be the moral voice of Landview. Oh, Cordero!
Hey.
Where are my grandkids?
Well, they're downstairs taking off their coats. I think they're trying to talk Nigel into making them a cup of hot cocoa.
Oh, he's gonna love that. Well, I have to get the gifts ready to go down to Children's Hospital. Don't let anything happen to my bust. Goodbye, darling. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Sit down, Cord.
Well, I'd like to, but I don't have the time. Actually, I just wanted to tell you something real quick.
Shoot.
I figured it was better if you heard it from me instead of out there on the street or from one of your buddies on the golf course.
The suspense is killing me. What is it?
I've made a new business investment.
Congratulations. What's the problem?
There is no problem. I just thought you might like to know who it is that I invested in.
And why should I care?
Well, you shouldn't, but you probably will. Because it's Blair Daimler.
Look, I know what you're thinking, all right? You're thinking if you jump, you're a shoo-in for the most pathetic award. But remember, if you're dead, you can't make your acceptance speech, right? No fun there.
You think I'm stupid enough to jump?
Desperate, maybe.
I'm never gonna be that desperate. Again, I learned the hard way that no one is worth that.
Look, I figured from the way that you shot out of the country club, the court finally blew you off. Now, I'm not the kind of guy that's gonna say, I told you so. But you're making it hard.
So, what? You come hunt me down? Find me?
Yeah.
Todd, just buzz off, all right?
No. We've got things to settle, Blair.
No, no, no. Things are settled between us.
I don't think so.
Won't be long before R.J. Gannon and his game's a history.
friend. Yeah, just touched down in Chicago. So tell me, did you take care of the good Dr. Price like you promised? Yeah? Oh, it's just coming up with a police scanner. That sounds bad. Well, let's hope he's all right. Yeah.
I am so sorry. I know we had plans to play tennis, but I completely forgot that I'm supposed to be meeting Arthur Vandenberg here to discuss my book deal.
Oh, that's a bummer. But what was David talking about? Doing whatever it takes.
David was advising me on the contract, the book advance that I want to get from Arthur. He was telling me that I ought to do whatever it takes to get what I'm worth.
I was really looking forward to that tennis match, spending a little time with you, though.
Oh, honey, we're going to spend lots of time together. In the meanwhile, David has agreed to take my place. Didn't you, David?
Sure. Well, now, that is, if you don't mind hanging out with your old uncle for a little while.
No, that'll be fine.
All right.
That'll be fine. But I'll be waiting for you.
Don't.
Look, I'm just wiping away your tears.
I'm not crying.
What? You just got wind in your eyes?
Look. We've got to stay away from each other. All right? Is that clear to you?
Look, if you're scared of Cord finding out that we fooled around, I mean, so what? Big deal. Things couldn't get much worse between you than they already are.
You have no idea what is going on between Cord and me.
So what happened, Blair? Did he dump you for his family again? I told you, you don't fit in there.
I don't want to talk about it.
All right, fine. I'll just sit up here in the cold and watch you cry. Oh, I'm sorry. Watch the wind blow stuff into your eyes. What are we doing in this dump anyway? What are they building here?
My future. That is what they are building here. Todd, I have got big plans. Big plans. And I can't let anything or anyone get in the way of that. And that includes you. Can that be clear enough for you?
Well, the way it looks, nothing was stolen.
Well, that's a relief, isn't it?
Baffles me. Somebody was definitely here. They went through all of my research notes.
How do you know?
I could see right away. They were out of order.
Research? Are you talking about the research you did on my father's biography?
Yeah. And someone's been through all of them. You know how I am about everything in its place.
Beyond meticulous, yes.
Yeah. Well, my Victor Lord files are all out of order. Someone's gone through all of them.
Why would anyone want to do that?
I don't know. I'd like to find out.
All right, if someone has been here for whatever reason, I think first we should call the police, right?
Yeah, good idea. Would you mind doing that while I look through these and see if something's missing?
Oh, hello, this is Mrs. Sloane Carpenter. Yes, actually, I'm calling to report a break-in. No, we don't know when it happened because no one has been here for quite some time. But we do know that some confidential papers have been tampered with. 173 Lincoln Street. Used to be High Street, that's right. Thank you very much. Bye-bye. Well, they're going to send someone over. What did you find?
Well, nothing's missing. But somebody's been through all of these.
What are you saying? You think that somebody broke in here just to look? At the research notes you have on my father?
Yeah, it seems so.
But who would want to do that?
I don't know. I don't know. And what in the world were they looking for?
I believe that's a fair price, considering my reputation, the potential sales. What do you say?
I say yo ho ho.
Excuse me?
Well, it's what pirates say, isn't it? You're definitely a pirate, albeit an attractive one, to whom I cannot help but surrender. So hoist the Jolly Roger and run out the plank.
You'll pay what I'm asking?
Yes, Captain Blood, and yes, half the money will be paid in advance, and the contracts will be ready for signing after the new year. So, how does that sound?
Wonderful. I can't wait to start writing.
Well, I hope you've been giving the matter some thought already.
Yes, I've been scribbling notes, madly, day and night.
Well, you must remember what interests our readers most is the scandal. So the book should focus on your marriage to Victor Lord and the mysterious circumstances that surrounded his death and the huge fortune he left to both you and his daughter Victoria. Huh? Money and mystery, sex and scandal, and don't hold back.
Yes, money is a fascinating subject. Especially when you consider the fact that Victor had any money left to leave anyone after he had set up all those trust funds for all his illegitimate children. Well, speaking of which, David Vickers is about to celebrate his 25th birthday soon. And yet, he hasn't mentioned a word to anyone.
Do most people talk about their birthdays?
When they're 25, they do. Now, Arthur, do you suppose that he doesn't know that he's going to inherit all that money?
Why is it that whenever we're together, you always find a way to bring that topic back to the trust fund?
Just curious.
Dorian, you're after something. And I think I know what it is.
You were sitting in the penthouse offices of my new company, Melodor.
You starting your own business?
Yes, I am, and it is going to be big. I mean big.
What could you possibly sell?
Well, I could sell beauty, jewelry, furs, cosmetics, whatever.
Where'd you get the catchy name?
Melodor? Well, it's an anagram. It's a tribute to the Kramer girls. First my mother, Addie, and then my aunts, Melinda and Dorian. Melodor.
It's cute.
Thank you.
So where'd you get the bucks? Takes a lot of dough to start a big business, right?
Yeah, well, I already have an investor. Bought a lease for these top 2 floors, and his name's Cord Roberts.
Cord's backing you?
Yeah. Why not? He believes in me, and he wants to have my dreams come true.
All right, that's cool. Whatever.
I've waited my whole life for 2 things. An opportunity like this and for a man like Cord Roberts to come along. And I finally have a chance for both of them. And I can't risk letting anything get in the way of that. Todd, can't you understand that?
Sure. I just don't understand why I'm a risk.
Oh, come on. You know, if Cord ever found out that I slept with you, that...
What, you think I'd just walk around town blabbing about that?
Why?
Look, you get married to Court tomorrow, I'll be there throwing the rice. There's no reason he should ever know about this.
Okay. Can we just leave it at that? And we'll part company, okay?
No. Because we have fun together. And there aren't a lot of people that I can say that about. You may be the only friend I've got. Fun. Look. You call me if you get the itch to be bad again. Pretty good at being bad.
Now, don't I know it? I'll keep that in mind.
You do that. Because it's like I told you, Blair. You're setting yourself up for a real big fall. Better take a good look. This is a long, long way down.
You are going into business with Blair Daimler. Why don't you go scuba diving with the School of Barracuda, huh?
Well, you're right. I could lose my shirt.
Your shirt? Had you lucky if she leaves you with shorts in the middle of a blizzard.
Could be. Could be. But I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to do it anyway, and there's nothing anyone can say to stop me.
So why are you telling me?
Because I don't want you to think that I'm trying to hide anything. And I certainly don't want anyone to think that I'm hiding what's going on between me and Blair.
Oh, so I've been hearing right. You two are an item.
Yes, we are. And I'm proud of that.
Fine, I won't talk about it. But you are jumping off a cliff into a pit full of rattlesnakes. And by the way, Cordero, what kind of a harebrained scheme does Blair have up her sleeve?
Well, she's going to call her company Melodor.
Oh.
It's going to be a fashions and cosmetic company. High line of sophisticated products aimed at the working woman. We've already rented the top 2 floors of the Omega building. That's that new skyscraper in the center of town.
Fine, do what you want, Cord. When things go the way I know they're gonna go, don't say I didn't warn you. You are in for one hell of a fall, kid.
I think I'm in for the ride of my life. Listen, you have a good time with the kids, huh? I'll see you later.
Alex! Alex!
You rang?
You and me, we're gonna get on the phone and call everybody we know to get what we need to know.
What's that?
Every scrap of information on the Omega building. She is not gonna do this. Not to my family.
Pine Valley, one ordinary town, 25 outrageous years. You know, my Tad hasn't always been Mr. Perfect. In fact, at one time, he romanced both a mother and her daughter. Who were those women in Tad's little family affair? Oh, Tad, you cad. Sleeping with both Marion and Liza Colby?
You are the most disgusting excuse for a human being.
Happy anniversary, all my children.
After 25 years, it's more than a storyline. It's a legacy.
Three guesses who?
Oh, don't I get a hint?
Okay, he's handsome.
Uh-huh.
Sexy.
Mm-hmm.
Very spontaneous. And very sorry.
Well, then it must not be Cord Roberts because he has nothing to be sorry about.
Yeah. You're not even the slightest bit mad that I was over at Max and Luna's with Tina and the kids?
No. Because I understand that your family is important to you and that you want to be with them.
I want to be with you, too. You're important to me. God, I hope you know that.
Sure, I do. But it doesn't hurt to hear it every 5 minutes or so. So, how'd you find me here?
Well, when you weren't over at the club, I thought, well, this is a dreamer like Blair Daimler hang out. Here I am.
So sweet of you to hunt me down.
Sweetness had nothing to do with it. Every once in a while I get this,
What?
overwhelming urge just to see you.
Oh, well, we both know, I hope, how much I just love your little overwhelming urges.
Oh, good.
Uh-huh.
Because I'm getting another overwhelming urge right now.
You know, darling, the police are going to be here soon, but it's cold in here, and that's not good for you. Why don't you let me take you back to Landfair, and I'll come back. What are you looking at?
One of your father's old date books.
odd to think that you had to go through all of that when you were doing the book.
Just a lot of things, primarily because I wasn't looking for them, but this, for instance, takes on new and curious meaning.
Meeting with lawyer at 2 regarding Bitsy and the boy? Who's the boy? I wonder if it's David.
Maybe. Who's Bitsy? Bitsy and the boy?
Don't know. Arrange limo. Irene flying with baby to Chicago. What year is that?
70.
Well, the baby couldn't have been Tina. Must be David. Bitsy. I remember Irene had a friend, or somebody, yeah, a friend, I think, named Bitsy.
Yeah.
I think I met her once, but that's all I remember about her, just her name.
I wonder who she was.
I wonder what her connection was to David.
Oh, here you are. A martini, very dry. Just the way you like it.
I know what you're up to.
You do?
Your interest in David Vickers goes beyond friendship. You have designs on him, don't you?
Oh, why not? After all, he's very handsome, charming, and very sexy.
And about to become very, very rich.
That's always a plus, isn't it? Though, as I mentioned, he doesn't act like someone who's going to inherit a penny.
Well, what do you mean exactly?
Whenever the topic of his birthday comes up, he just gets very quiet, smiles, and fiddles with this key that he keeps on a chain around his neck. It's very odd behavior.
If he's got the key, he must know about the inheritance.
Arthur, do you know what the key is for?
Yes, Dorian, I rather think I do.
Well, how interesting. How very, very interesting. How about another martini?
Oh.
Great, thank God.
Wow, listen, I came as soon as I got the call. What happened?
Daddy, it's Ben. He was driving, and somehow he lost control of the car on ice or something, and it went off the road, and he slammed into a tree.
Oh, my God. Well, what does the doctor say?
Well, there aren't any injured organs or broken bones, but it is serious, Hank. He's been unconscious since they brought him in. It's a bad concussion. Dr. Blum's in charge. Ben always said he was the best, so...
Okay, fine. Well, listen, it sounds like he's in good hands, okay?
Miss Price, there's a phone call for you. I told them that it wasn't a good time, but they said it was urgent. Okay, thank you so much. Richard, please let me know right away if the doctor comes in.
Yeah.
Sheila Price.
Hey, baby.
What do you want?
Well, I'm worried about Ben. How's he doing?
One Life to Live will continue in a moment here on ABC.
How do you know about Ben?
Oh, I hear things.
I swear, RJ, if you had anything to do with what happened to Ben out there.
Hold it, baby. Now, I know you're real upset right now. You got your brother to worry about. I got my business here in Chicago to take care of. You know, that's where I am, in Chicago. But I'll be back. I'll be back in town in a few days, and when I get back, I'm going to ask you to do a little something for me.
You must be crazy.
Well, now, considering the way things are right now, if you turned me down on this, you'd be the crazy one. Now, remember that. Well, I gotta run. But I sure hope Ben pulls through. You take care now, Sheila.
Sheila. Baby, what is it? What was that phone call about?
I should ask David if he ever remembers meeting this Bitsy, although he's never mentioned being in Chicago. So. Now, darling, are you absolutely sure about this break-in? I mean, if nothing is gone.
I'm sure. I'm sure. Who would break in and not take anything?
You seem to think it was somebody who just wanted to snoop into your research.
Yeah, another question. Who would be interested in my research?
The obvious answer to that, Dorian. But, of course, that doesn't really make sense in this case because your book was published over a year ago.
Remember how she tried to stop the publication? She even tried to steal my manuscript.
Not something we forget easily.
But why would she be concerned now? The charges were dropped against her. She shouldn't be worried about any information I have about Victor Lord.
No. Not that we're aware of, anyway.
I want to find out who in the world did this. Whether it's Dorian or someone else.
Good game, Joey. Not good enough. You still beat me. That's a wicked backhand you've got.
Oh, I had a pretty good coach in high school. He said 90% of anything is concentration. You keep your mind in the game, nobody will beat you.
Are you trying to tell me I didn't have my mind on today's match?
I don't know. You tell me.
Okay, I admit I had my mind on something else.
Or maybe someone else?
It's just so weird, you know. I've never felt like this. I mean, the other day, Dorian postpones a tennis match. No big deal, right?
Probably not.
It drove me nuts. I mean, when we're not together, I can only think about the next time we're going to be together. I mean, it's crazy.
Sounds like love.
It is, but don't start with me.
Hey, I wasn't going to.
I know what you're thinking. Same point of view of my whole family. You're against this relationship, but there's nothing that anyone can say or do to change the fact that we love each other.
Joey, I'm not going to try to change anything. I don't think anybody should.
You don't?
No. Look, I was wrong when I tried to make you stop seeing Dorian. You got to do what your heart tells you to do.
I think that's the best advice you've ever given me.
Oh, yeah? I got one more piece of advice, then I'm going to shut up. Be careful, Joey.
Of Dorian?
No, of love. Believe me, I learned the hard way. It's possible to love somebody too much for your own good.
Is that martini dry enough for you?
Perfect.
Ah, good. Now, about this key that David has been dangling, do you really know what it's for, or are you just conjecturing?
You are a nosy little so-and-so.
I'm just curious by nature, and I'm a journalist. Now, Arthur, what about the key?
Well, as I told you, the quarterly interest payment from the trust fund have been made to the Lord heir since he turned 18. And the money was sent to a numbered bank account in a bank.
Somewhere in the Midwest, you said?
Well, I thought so, but I'm really not sure. Now, this key that Mr. Vickers is dangling is quite probably the key to a safety deposit box in that bank. Now, there's an informed conjecture.
So, whoever holds the key does indeed hold the key to the trust fund.
And when he inherits the money, you'll be ready to make your move, won't you?
I plead the fifth.
Now, you'll get your claws into him, I know, but it won't last.
Why ever not?
Well, obviously, Vickers isn't your type at all.
Oh, really? And what is my type?
Well, I see you with someone more worldly and sophisticated.
Oh. Someone like you, Arthur.
I didn't say that.
You don't have to. Arthur, I promise you, whoever may come or go, you will always be the light of my life.
Excuse me. I didn't mean to interrupt your business meeting.
Oh, no, absolutely not. I didn't see you come in, Joe. Arthur Vandenberg. This is Joe Buchanan.
Joe Buchanan? Not little Joey, Vicky and Clint's son.
Why, yes. Have you met?
Oh, years ago when he was just a little shaver. Well, you have grown up, my boy.
Yeah, thank you. Nice to see you again, Mr. Vandenberg. Dorian, are you about ready to go?
Yes, I am. Arthur, we don't have any more business left to discuss.
Oh, no, I'm all through with business, but I would like to extend the pleasure. Would you join me for dinner?
Oh, I'm so sorry, but I have plans.
Oh, well, another time, perhaps. Good seeing you again, Joey. Give my regards to your family. Dorian, pleasure as always. Good night.
Good night. Come on, Joe, what's wrong?
Nothing. I just don't like that guy, is all.
Joe Buchanan. You're jealous.
Okay. The Omega building to be completed in late January. The land was originally owned by the Clark Company. It was a general partnership.
I know that outfit. They went bankrupt.
Yes. At which point the First Bank of Landview took over and sold the company to Cooper & Son. Cooper & Son is the development company that's putting up the Omega building. And now Cooper & Son has the title in a land trust. Is that enough information for you?
I never thought that I would ever find a woman who could hold a candle to me in business. Alex, you light up the sky.
Did okay, huh?
Doing good. Got another job for you.
Name it.
Buy the building.
Fine. I'll draw up the papers and get the wheels in motion.
I want to own it within 24 hours.
Consider it done. Can I just ask you one tiny little bitty question?
Ask anything you like.
Why is it that you want to buy this building, honey? Because if this is another Christmas present for me, it is so sweet, but it's totally unnecessary. You've already given me Olanov's and the Wild Rose Casino.
Whoa. Honey, I would buy you the moon if you wanted it. This building is not for me or for you.
Oh. Then why is it so important to you?
Why? Because nothing means more to me than protecting my family from disaster. And if I don't do something now, Cordero is heading for disaster.
Now, Cord, you know how much I love to celebrate. But what are we celebrating?
You.
Me?
Your dream. To Melador. Maybe everything that you want it to be. And more.
I mean, I'm telling you, I am going to make Melador a reality. You wait and see. I'm going to do everything I possibly can.
I believe you. I've seen you in action. I know that anytime you want something, you set your sights on it. There's no stopping you.
There's only two things that I want right now in my life, and one is to make Melador the greatest success it possibly can be. And the other...
What? What's the other?
It's you. I want you to be a part of my life, and I want to be a part of your life. And not just all this celebration and romance. I love that, don't get me wrong, but I just want those little everyday things that make couples, you know, and that's my dream. Silly, huh?
I don't think so, no.
You think that we can make it come true?
I'd like to think we already have. We're gonna have it all. And nothing's gonna stop us.
I just don't like the idea of seeing you with other guys, that's all.
That's just about the sweetest thing anybody has said to me in a long, long time. But, darling, I am yours. All yours. And if you don't believe that, I'll just have to prove it to you.
Whoops, I'm sorry, my mistake. I thought this was a public place.
How droll.
Dorian, you about ready to go?
You know I am.
Then I'll go get the car.
Work on your backhand while you're at it.
Sorry for interrupting your little rendezvous with my nephew, but would you mind telling me what, if anything, you found out about the key from Vandenberg?
I learned more in one conversation than you have all this time with your top dollar detective.
Dorian, just tell me what he said.
He said that the key that Todd has probably belongs to a safety deposit box in a bank somewhere in the Midwest. The quarterly interest payments from the trust fund have been sent to a numbered account and then to the box, and someone definitely has been taking the money out.
And that someone is definitely not Todd.
No, I don't think that Todd knows what the key is for. Now the question is, who has been taking the money?
Adams, shine.
Dear Mr. Manning, as promised, I followed up on your inquiry about any correspondence your mother might have left for you. As we were closing up your father's home, we came upon these letters that apparently were meant for you. I hope you find the information you were looking for.
Listen, feeling any better now?
I'm trying. But I'm not gonna be all right until I know Ben's gonna be okay.
I know you're scared, you know? But it looked like that phone call shook you up pretty bad, too. What was it about?
It was just bad news about a patient.
No. You seem to take it pretty hard.
I know. Well, it's just that with Ben laying there like that, I guess just one more thing just set me off.
Yeah, sure.
Anyway, I just need somebody to tell me that Ben's gonna be okay. That's all that matters right now. Any news?
Hey.
No, not yet. How are you doing? I'm going crazy. Doctor, how's he doing? Is he gonna be okay?
There is no improvement whatsoever. He's still unconscious. His condition is critical.